If you feel as though there is always something wrong with your life, there is always something to complain about, the shoe is always about to flip, you know those people that say like, it's always something, it's always something. If that is the case for you in your life, have you ever considered that maybe you were the problem? Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bree, also known as the one and the only, the first and the finest Miss Wright. And if you are reoccurring, mwah, you already know the vibes. For my newbies, I am your virtual bestie, your Genzennial sis who is working to successfully navigate her 20s in an attempt to thrive in her 30s. If this sounds like something that aligns with what you want to do for your own life, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to like, comment, and hit the notification bell as well, because this journey is definitely going to be one to watch, one to join, and one that you will learn so much from. I would be so thrilled to have you as a part of my community, so I hope you stick around. Now, if you are looking around and saying, Brianna, where you at? It look a little different. It's because I'm in a new place. Yes, honey, I moved. If you guys want moving content, all of the decor, home stuff, let me know. I don't want to throw you guys for a loop and make it seem like I'm, worried about the wrong things, because the girl has a lot going on, quite actually, and it is what made me feel prompted to create this video. So in today's video, what I will be discussing are 3 simple tips to live a better life. And I know it sounds very general, it sounds very broad, like how exactly do you know what's wrong with my life, Bree? How if my life is so difficult, so complex, there's so many things happening, how can your 3 simple little tips improve my life? But here's the thing, sometimes we have to simplify our problems, and it's what I have had to do for myself. Sometimes, like when you're in the thick of it, you're not thinking simple, you're not thinking holistically, you're thinking about your problems, you're focused on what's wrong, you're focused on what's not happening for you, or how you're not where you want to be, all of the things in the negative. And I want to give us 3 practical, realistic, obtainable tips that will improve your life if you feel as though you're in a place where it's just always some shit happening. Like, excuse my French, but a lot of people can relate to when they feel like they're in a constant state of stress, of disorientation, of agony, of ajna, if you will. Like, it just feels like you're in that Patrick meme all the time, and there's never a sense of relaxation or peace in your life. I have understood that, and after having some time to really sit and decompress and unpack these things, I recognize that I can actually be the change that I want to see. I don't have to, it's not the world is against me or woe is me. There's always something happening. I can actually change my perspective to have a better outlook on life. And if you feel as though you're one of the people that may be dealing with issues like these, I highly implore you to continue to watch this video, because it's simple, it's straight to the point, and I think that it'll really help you, because it helped me. So the first simple and obtainable tip to improve your life, your overall state of being, is to silence the noise. Now, as I've mentioned, I'm in a new apartment, and while it was beautiful and wonderful and I absolutely love my new space, it came with a lot of stress. It came with a lot of hurdles that I had to get over. The day that I moved, the elevator in my old apartment broke. It was also started pouring, raining out of nowhere. There were no U-Haul trucks available, and don't think I didn't make a reservation in advance, because honey, I did. But then the people that were physically helping me to move were only available on the day that it just happened to rain out of nowhere. I had to get a pickup truck. Pickup truck had no cover. I low-key, I didn't crash the pickup truck, but I ran into something. It was very, very tumultuous day. Nonetheless, it got done. Very happy, but it felt like there were constantly just like curveballs being thrown at me throughout this entire moving process. Extremely difficult. And then I get into my space and I'm told I'm gonna get my Wi-Fi hooked up on the 1st. That did not happen. I went to the Xfinity store, going through all these hoops and ladders, and essentially I still don't have Wi-Fi. It is now February 4th. I won't have it until the 6th. So now I'm like stressed. I am frustrated, I'm irritated, I'm agitated, because not only do I want to just enjoy my space with my Wi-Fi, like that I use for everything, for my freaking, to stream and to watch television. I want to be able to relax in my new home. When I relax, I like to watch television. Yeah, like I want to be able to do that. Not only that, but I work from home. So not having Wi-Fi in my new home for a week, I got the keys on a week ago. Like Thursday of last week. It's crazy to me that I still don't have Wi-Fi. But with that being said, it forced me to silence the noise. I wondered to myself why it was frustrating me so much that I couldn't do my usual, which is play reality television in the background while I clean, while I cook, while I, do whatever it is that I'm doing, just having it as background noise. And that's when it hit me that it's not that I'm like obsessed with television, but it's something about having the background noise that kind of like, I don't know if it like decompresses me, if it soothes me, if it relaxes me, whatever the case. But I was just so frustrated that I couldn't have my usual fixation of distraction, Netflix or reality television, whatever the case is. And when I was forced to not have it, I recognized that being in my silence isn't bad at all. Silencing the noise is actually so beneficial. Just listen, hold on. Isn't it nice? Like, honestly, not everybody is like this. Some people thoroughly enjoy their silence. However, it might not look like not having Wi-Fi. It might look like when you're one of those people that constantly call your best friend or your boyfriend or your mom. You guys talk on the phone every single day on your way to work. Try to just exist with your thoughts on your way to work. Maybe just pray. My time alone with God is probably the only time where I'm actually silencing the noise. I watch YouTube videos at the gym. I watch YouTube videos in the shower. Like, I literally just like to have this constant, I don't know, like sometimes I'm not even paying attention to it. You put my phone in the shower, it's gonna get water damage. So the phone is all the way over somewhere else. I just have it like playing, and I might like pick up something that I hear or not. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and it's not to say like you can never multitask, but I think sometimes when we're constantly multitasking, we're constantly trying to distract ourselves, whether it's intentional or not. Having this background noise, whether it be music, people talking, television, like try to take a walk without any distractions. Try to go outside and touch grass. Try to just exist. And I recognize as the time is going by without me having any Wi-Fi that it's really not that bad, and it made me have an overall like better appreciation for my space, and it gave me clarity. It improved my sense of peace, and I recognized that that's what I was looking for so much. It felt like, goodness gracious, I cannot get into this apartment without all of these different things happening. Why is it so much? Like, I can't relax, I can't chill, I'm stressed, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I'm looking for this sense of peace, and then I'm constantly also looking for distraction. Once I was forced into the silence, I found a little bit of peace as I'm just organizing my closet with my own thoughts, as I'm just detangling my jewelry with my own thoughts. So yes, silencing the noise can be extremely beneficial. Whether you're someone who seeks distractions or not, try to give yourself some peace. A lot of people consider this to also be like meditation. You could also read, you could also write. All of these tasks require absolutely no audible distractions. So I would definitely try these things if you're someone who may need to silence the noise. Number 2, I mentioned in the previous tip that one of the best things that silencing the noise did for me was allowing me to find more peace in my solitude, and also allowing me to be more grateful. And that is tip number 2. Practice gratitude. You cannot imagine how gutted I felt after I finally silenced the noise and had some time alone with my thoughts, and I recognized how unappreciative I have been as I found something to complain about constantly while moving into this new and beautiful home. Like, when you really sit and think about all of the things that you have been blessed with, you'll realize how grateful you should be. And when you operate from a place of gratitude, you improve your overall sense of life, your overall sense of being, and your mood. So for me personally, moving into this space and having all of these different hurdles and speed bumps made me feel very bitter and frustrated. Like, I got in here, no Wi-Fi, I'm pissed. You know, when you're looking forward to something and you have a very specific idea of what you thought this was going to be, and what you wanted it to be rather, and then you get there and there's certain things that aren't exactly the way that you wanted it to be, and you start to throw a little like bitch fit. I found myself doing that. Like, not being a brat, but a little bit of a brat.
I want my Wi-Fi and I want it now. It's not fair. I can't have my home. I can't be in my home.
Oh my gosh, if y'all would have seen me when I finally got into the shower and a water bug the size of a water bug this big decided it was like,
oh, we got residents. Hey, sis.
I lost it. I lost it.
I live in a insect infested apartment. I can't. I'm about to call the pesticide people.
Like, I literally lost it. And like, rightfully so, I was completely naked and vulnerable, and this bug decides to join me in the shower. That is very vulnerable state. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. However, I don't live in a pest or insect infested environment. Shut up, Brianna. There's people that live on the street. Like, be so for real. I don't have Wi-Fi. Ooh. Like, woe is me. Like, shut up. It took for me to actually be quiet and to actually relax. For me to allot myself peace and solitude and silence, for me to recognize and to have those deep and internal thoughts, and to talk to God to realize, okay, I'm being a little bit ungrateful, and there are so many things that I have to be grateful for. Despite the fact that when I moved, the elevator broke, I had men around me that love and care about me and have managed to carry my heavy behind dresser, everything in this room, the chair I'm sitting on, they carried it from top to bottom. I could not express the gratitude that I have for them, and they know how much I love them, but like, managed to do all of that in one day. Managed to get everything over here swiftly. I didn't lose a freaking bed on the street. There's so many things that could have happened. The fact that I was even physically able to afford to make this move is such a testament to God. This is just my example and my recognizing of how ungrateful I may have been, and just finding all of the different things that were going wrong to complain about. But however, if for you, take the time to just practice gratitude. I promise you, everything that went wrong, you'll find a way to change the perspective, and you'll realize it will improve your mood. It will improve your overall sense of being. And if you do this on a consistent basis, it's guaranteed to improve your life, because you could be living the same exact life as me. If I'm focusing solely on everything that's not the way that I want it to be, everything that's not going the way that I hoped that it would, everything that I want that I don't have, and you are living the same exact life as me, and you're practicing gratitude, and you're looking at all of the things that I do have and thanking God for them, you're looking at all of the things that I have accomplished and being grateful for them. While we're both living the same life, you will be living a better life. Solely based off of that. We can have the same exact amount of money in the bank. We can have the same exact home, the same exact car, the same exact physical health, body type. And still, if I'm looking at my body and I'm picking apart every ounce of fat, if I'm picking apart every scar, scratch, and stretch mark, and you're looking at my body like, sheesh, look at them thighs on that grass. That thing, she getting a little thick. I see it. Who do you think is gonna have an overall better sense of life? So if practicing gratitude is something that you struggle with, things that could help you to be better at practicing gratitude include maybe journaling. You could invest into a gratitude journal. I personally have one. I don't use it as often as I should, but when I'm being consistent, I write in it every morning, and it doesn't have to be a long, drawn out, hour-long journal session. It could literally be 3 things that you're grateful for. I also have a reminder set on my phone for every night at 10 o'clock. It pops up and it says, what are 3 things that you're grateful for? And I'm supposed to say them out loud or write them down. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I recognize maybe that I've been feeling the way that I'm feeling because I haven't been doing those things. So you could try that. I also implore you to not just be grateful for the material things in your life, but also your existence, thanking God in general for your overall health, for the people in your life. You could also try to give back in some capacity, community service, or maybe some type of church donations, things of that nature. But yeah, all of these things should help you to better practice gratitude in your life. And I assure you that being consistent with this will help to improve your life overall. Okay, last but not least, the third tip that will improve your life and your overall sense of being is to have patience. Practice patience. Be more patient. I know that this one might be easier said than done because we all have a tendency to want what we want when we want it and to be frustrated when we don't get those things. However, having patience will improve your overall sense of life because you only can control what you can control. Just being frustrated over things not coming in your own timing is a waste of energy. It's a waste of frustration, anger, stress, worry, because what are you going to physically do about it? I think focusing on the things that you actually can control should be bundled into having patience. That alone can help you to improve your life, because if you apply that to every aspect of your life where you are frustrated, where you've experienced stress or some type of disappointment or discouragement because you're not where you want to be at a certain time that you want it to be, by only focusing on what you can control, you may be able to change that reality for yourself, because you might be like, okay, if I can only focus on what I can control and I actually can control some of these things, if you start focusing on them, you'll likely change your reality and be somewhere that you want to be. And if a lot of whatever it is that you're upset about, you can't do anything about, you have no choice but to give it to God. You have no choice. And the minute you let them go, you let go of that frustration, that anger, that sadness, whatever it is that's filling you up because you have had a lack of patience. I've realized in my personal life, at least, that whenever I stop focusing on the timing of things and worry about just being consistent and worry about just showing up, whether it be for myself or for my loved ones, I see the results that I want. So recently, I've had to learn this as it pertains to my new apartment. As you can imagine, not having the Wi-Fi in the time that I wanted definitely put a damper on my overall happiness. I should have been on top of the moon the entire time that I was waiting to move. I was so excited. I was so thrilled. I could not wait to get here. And then I got here and I just was so upset because I felt like there were all of these different things that were happening that were making my move not as exciting or fun. I can't control the fact that it rained, bro. Why? What the heck? How am I going to be mad about that? I can't control the fact that I don't have Wi-Fi right now. I went to the Xfinity store, came back. Like, the fact of the matter is they're just going to come when they come. And when they come, I'll get it set up and I'll be valid. But what is the point of stressing about it now? Like, let's make use of the time that I have. Instead of like pouting and being upset and stomping my feet. Like, let's just do something. So I implore you to be productive in the time that you are idle. Try to use your time while you are waiting to be productive. Depending upon what it is that you need to have patience with, you may have more patience for other people than you do for yourself. You may need to have patience when it comes to your kids, when it comes to your job, where you want to be, your career, your body goals. It could be applied to so many different things, but trying to achieve your results in the time frame that you want them will only leave you feeling defeated. And I've spoken about this in a previous video. I highly suggest that you go back and watch it, but you need to operate in God's timing. You cannot force your own timing onto anything in your life. When you do that, you're setting yourself up to fail. It doesn't work that way. Timing is everything. Well, the reason why I feel like having more patience can improve your overall sense of life, your mood, your vibe, your energy, your aura, just being a patient person in general, it will make your commute to work more seamless, more stress-free if you have patience. It will make your gym goals and your weight loss journey a lot more stress-free if you have patience. It will make your next move, your financial goals, whatever journey you're on, it can be applied to so many different things. But you only will be able to see the fruits of your labor in the time that you're supposed to achieve them, in the time that these things are supposed to happen for you. So once again, only focusing on the things that you can control, and the things that you cannot. You give it to God. You use your time wisely. This isn't to say,
well, it's going to happen in God's timing, so I'm just going to sit back and do nothing until it does.
No, honey, do something. However, don't stress yourself. This video hopefully should have given you 3 tips that will decrease your levels of stress. The goal here is to minimize stress, optimize time, free up your mind, like Thames free mind, high key, having patience, experiencing peace by silencing the noise, and having more gratitude than you are complaining. All of these things will cause you to live a better life when you practice them more consistently. All of these tips will help you to improve your overall mood, your overall sense of being. And I genuinely hope that you can practice these tips if you have been feeling any which way of the things that I have described. I personally will be doing a better job at practicing what I preach. I don't know what has come over me just as of late, and who knows, maybe it's just because I'm on my period. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a little bit dramatic right now, but also I'm speaking as a Gen Zennial. I'm speaking as someone who is in a very transitional period of her life. And a lot of you watching are in the same age bracket. Anywhere between your late teens to your early 30s can be a very transitional time, and it can cause a lot of stress. There could be a lot of pressure. There could be a lot of expectations placed on you. And I don't care if you're going from high school to college, if you're going from your hometown to a new town, you're moving, uprooting your life, if you're embarking on a new career journey, if you're trying to transition your body into something that is more healthy, an adult version of you, your body's changing in ways that you didn't experience before. There's so many different things that we embark on around this time of our lives, and I know that I'm not crazy for feeling like sometimes I'm just consistently stressed. I'm consistently like overwhelmed. I'm consistently frustrated, and I want to just exist. Like, goodness, I don't want to have to deal with things. And sometimes I'd be like, like adulting sucks because things happen that you can't control. But I assure you, and I guarantee you that if you put these tips at the forefront of my mind when I'm experiencing these feelings, and I practice these things on a more consistent basis, even when I'm not experiencing these feelings, I know that I will have less times like these. Will there be hard times? I'm sure. Where there'll be times where I'm stressed or I'm frustrated because I can't control something that I desperately want to. I'm positive that there will be more times like that. However, I'm going to do everything in my power to put these tips into use so that I can live an overall better life. And I hope that you could do the same. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it found you at the time that you needed to hear it, that you needed to see it. If you're experiencing any of these things, I pray that this video provided you with the tips that you needed so that you can improve your life and live your life as the best version of yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all striving to do. And that's what I'm striving to do here on this channel. So if that aligns with what you want to do, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.